All right, guys. This is we got another video here. We're back. Why everyone is out of shape. The harsh truth that no one wants to hear. As you know, here in America, most people are out of shape, overweight, things like that. And there's multiple reasons why. And here are some of the truths. Even me, when I was heavy, when I was out of shape, some of these truths I didn't know or I didn't really want to hear. So we're gonna dive in deep into all that today. One, they prioritize comfort over discipline. We all do. As humans, that's what we do. We all prioritize comfort over discipline. And out of shape people, it's no different. Most of us order takeouts, Uber Eats instead of taking time to meal prep, especially now after the incident happened in 2020 that I cannot talk about here on YouTube. But the virus, it has been easier than ever to get food conveniently to your door. So ever since then, it's been like the rise in Uber Eats, DoorDash, Postmates, all of that is, has it's gone up a lot. So with it being so convenient, people's willpower was already down. Like their willpower was already down. Now, with it being at just your fingertips, all you have to do is click and get your usual. It's easier more than ever to just go crazy and order takeout instead of preparing something that's gonna help you in the long run. Because that takes time and effort to do after a long day of work, but it's what's required. So hey, and here's the thing: even people on these Uber Eats apps, instead of looking for healthy options, they go from the first thing, the cheapest thing that's available, and that's fast food. And there's a reason why it's cheap and convenient. But guess what? It's cheap now, but you're gonna pay for it later when you go to the hospital, when you're in your 60s, 70s, realizing, oh man, why do I feel this bad? It's a combination of all the decisions from before. Keep that in mind. Yes, people chase instant gratification. We want everything now. With technology, getting everything as quick, as fast as possible, food is no different. Hell, some people don't even have patience for Uber Eats drivers to get to their house. So us adapting this instant gratification mindset gets us to prioritize comfort over discipline. Yeah, technology is advanced and all that stuff. However, the level of comfort has advanced and the lack of discipline also has advanced. Back in the day when I was in Haiti, we used to have to go to the market, go to the butcher place outside. We had to go and get our things, go get the water in the fountains, things like that. So I'm kind of used to that, even though I'm way older now. It wasn't so much like Uber Eats did not exist. We didn't even think to exist by then. There wasn't even any Ethernet, let alone no internet and all that stuff. So it's very interesting now thinking about it. Yeah, so chasing instant gratification instead of long-term results, that's gonna get us not in the best place. It'll make us happy now, but in the future, it will not. They spend more time watching Netflix instead of being active outside or even go on walks. So being sitting down, watching endless amount of movies and TV shows for hours, you're so comfortable. It's easy to reach for another bag of chips, another bag of cookies, and going through a series, you're gonna be hungry and be exhausted. So hey, why not order some more Uber Eats? Why not order, man, I've been craving ice cream lately. Uber Eats it. I've been craving pizza lately. They Uber Eats it. And guess what? Just slowly piling on the calories every day, little by little, without even thinking about it. And your body doesn't care. It just wants energy to, it wants to conserve as much energy as possible for a later date. So they spend more time scrolling instead of sleeping, which hinders recovery. So instead of having a bedtime, we go to sleep way after we're supposed to go to sleep. Not only that, we sleep less hours, we recover less, we have less energy for the next day, and that spikes your hunger hormones. And guess what? You overeat, and it's a constant cycle, endless cycle of bad decisions. So at nighttime, don't be scrolling for nonsense. Put your phone down and go to bed. Trust me, your body will thank you for it later. Comfort kills growth in every aspect. So you have to go through some sort of pain to grow. Mental pain, physical pain, spiritual pain, all that. So if you're comfortable all the time, chances are you are not growing, period. And yeah, if you find comfort in all these foods and it's very comforting to just go and grab and reach it, chances are you'll either develop some sickness later on in life or you'll get big very fast. You get unhealthy very fast. Next, relying on motivation. As you can see in the background, every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. Now, my man Brennan Carter said, we don't try because we're not try babies. We do. I love that. But if you don't take the first step forward, then you're not gonna get to anywhere you want to go. And we rely a lot on motivation. When motivation is just a feeling, it comes and it goes. But results don't care about your motivation. If you're extra motivated today, you're not gonna get better results than if you're extra motivated today and tomorrow you're not gonna get extra benefits from being extra motivated the day before. You have to be consistent, whether you're motivated or not. Watching some videos and getting motivated is great. Yes, that's true. We all do it. I've done it. You do it. Other people have done it. Yeah, it's great from time to time. However, it comes in for a time where either you watch it and it's not really hitting the same way, or you just say, whatever. I'm not really into that. Or so yeah, watching the videos is great, but you have to put it into action. It's kind of just a little sprinkle, a little touch to get you to go ahead and take action towards your goals, fitness goals, financial goals, all that good stuff. Real change requires systems, habits, and consistency. Yes, not just consistency, not just habits, systems. There needs to be a system in place for you to get to where you want to go. There needs to be a pattern, a system, a program, a routine that you follow that facilitates the journey in a way. Not that it's going to be easy, but that, it's a clear path that, okay, if I follow this, make little adjustments, I'll get to where I want to go. Yeah, motivation fades. Oh, yeah, like your habits, your daily habits. So the system Comes with daily habits, weekly habits, monthly habits that get you to your goal, and being consistent with those habits. All of those three combined help you get to your goals. It's like part of a routine. The routine wins. Yeah. If you're on a routine where you consistently do what you have to do, you're not gonna win. Whether it's boring or not, it don't matter. People wait to feel ready instead of starting. You don't need to feel motivated to brush your teeth, but you just do. And guess what? You brush your teeth every day, your teeth are white. Same thing. You don't need to feel ready to work out. You don't need to feel ready to eat right. Because if you want that body, if you want the health benefits, whether you feel like it or not, you have to go and work out. You have to eat the right foods, whether you feel like it or not. So it doesn't really matter how you feel. You just have to do it. Next, it's I have no time. Yeah, everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. So we choose how we spend them. I think was it Tupac that said that to somebody? Man, we have the same 24 hours in a day. Don't quote me. I don't know if it's Tupac or not who said that, but sounds like something he would say. It's not about time, it's about making the right choices overall during that time. You stack up many choices that get you to your goal, little by little, you will get to your goal. But you have to choose to do the right things. Again, it goes back to the previous slide. The routine, the pattern that you create, that you get on the road to your fitness goals, plan it out, execute it. You're gonna find the time for it if you really want to do it, which is what I help you do to get to your goals. And guess what? You realize that once you have that in place and you take the time and follow it and go through with it, you will get your result. Guaranteed. And not just in fitness, in life in general. So people that are not in shape is because they don't prioritize their time, they don't prioritize their health. I mean, they could prioritize their time for business and make a lot of money, but just that time, the rest of their time, they don't prioritize that at all. They just eat whatever they want, do a bunch of nonsense. They don't prioritize their health. When again, I spoke about this in different videos. If they prioritize their health while they're this successful, if they prioritize their health like they do when they are successful, guess what? They'll be even more successful faster. Because being healthy, you have so much more energy to be able to do what you're doing. So it'll be like a domino effect in a positive direction, that is. So they're not too busy, they just don't value it enough. Yes, you get people in the gym. Oh, I'm just too busy, I'm too tired, I can't. But next couple hours, instead of taking a nap or meal prepping or taking that few hours to go to the gym and learn about this stuff, you go on Instagram, they're hitting the club, they're going to wine night, doing a bunch of stuff that it's like, okay, then the next day they come, they're tired, they don't feel like doing anything. It's like, well, you had 5 or 6 extra hours. You could have gone to the gym for 45 minutes, prepared your meal, at least your dinner, your healthy dinner, you know, 2 hours, just to have an extra 3 hours to do whatever you wanted. But I didn't feel like it. I was just take a nap, and Susie called me, and it's like, blah, 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 blah. I'll tell you this. When if they go into a breakup or something and it was do or die, it doesn't matter what they had to do that day. If Susie called, don't matter. They would go straight for it. So we need to have that same kind of motivation, the same kind of intensity every single time, not just when something goes bad in our life. 30 minutes is only 2% of your time. If you can scroll on TikTok, you can find time to train. It speaks for itself. 2% of your time. That's crazy. Like, I didn't even think of that. That's only 2% of your time throughout the day. I mean, believe me, you get a mean workout in 30 minutes. I've given some people some really intense workouts in 30 minutes. I've worked out intensely in 20 minutes. You know, yeah, someone say, oh, yeah, because you know what you're doing. Yeah, but hey, I could help you know what you're doing too. Absolutely. So, just 2% of your time you could just work out, and the rest make smarter decisions on your food, whether you feel like it or not. Hey, sounds like a good deal to me. You can work out 30 minutes a day and be in good shape. 45 minutes tops. So what's your excuse? Next, the reason why people are so out of shape, the addictive food system. You have to actively fight back because if not, you lose. What do I mean by fight back? Fight back against the stigmas and the daily things that come with junk food. So, for example, the daily temptations. Like you go to work and the first thing people come, they come with food, they have a board meeting. What do? Bring donuts, donuts and coffee. Now, coffee is great, don't get me wrong. Coffee's fantastic. Coffee drinkers live longer. But they bring the donuts and the pastries, and it's like 7 in the morning. Why am I eating that? Why is that the first thing you're eating? Why even eating it? Yeah, some of them taste good. I'm not gonna lie, not all of them though. Why are you inhaling that much sugar at 7 o'clock in the morning? I need to be sitting down and not do anything else for the rest of the day. That's when that crashes your sugar levels and makes you feel like going back to sleep again. It's a whole bunch of mess. Yeah, every board meeting, every social event, it's like junk food is always included in that. So again, even if you're not addicted, being around that all the time, I go to every board meeting and they're having donuts and cakes and pies and all that stuff. At some point, it becomes a norm towards a no-brainer, and I just go and eat it, you know, and that we have to fight back against that. So, you know, and every day, because you have to realize most people don't think like that. Most people don't think like we do. So they come being about some donuts. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they feel bad afterwards. To them, it's normal because they're so accustomed to it. So, you know, oh, honey, what do you want for lunch? Let me whoop you something quick. And it's like, let me just go get you something quick. Oh, my son's getting out of school and he's hungry, so I didn't have time to cook. So let me get him something from McDonald's. And it's like cheeseburgers, Whoppers from Burger King. It's like, ugh, you know. Next thing you know, that's one day, 3 days, 5 days. Because he goes with you one day, then he goes with his friends one day. And it's like, it just keeps going up. And next thing you know, he's gaining all this fat. You wake up one day, you're like, oh, damn, how did you get so big? Well, I wonder why. It's all the daily, weekly feedings of addictive junk food. Guess what? It's better for the food and the food industry because of the hospital industry and all that stuff. Because, hey, more patients for them, more medication they can feed you, the more money they can get from you. So it works. But you have to fight against that. Like cheap junk food is everywhere. So it's easy to gravitate towards it, especially when your willpower is low. Yes, you just woke up, got into work, you barely slept. So your willpower is already low. Even though you just woke up, you should feel refreshed. Your willpower is already low. Oh, Susie bought my favorite donuts. Let me grab one. Oh, there's leftovers. Let me grab another one. Why not? Next thing you know, bam, sugar crash coming. And yeah, your willpower is low, so it's very easy to go to the other side. Whereas if you prepared some Greek yogurt with some fruit and a nice, you know, egg rice scramble or overnight oats, things like that. Let's say you had it before the meeting or, during the meeting, some healthy snacks. Guess what? You wouldn't be anxious and achy to just go and get that. Your willpower would not be low at that point because you'll be level headed and think, okay, no. So the thing is about to either avoid those situations, or if you're in those situations, having the mental capacity to be like, no, or, to not let the sugar control you, because the sugar is very more addictive than some drugs, according to people. So being able to have the control over it instead of letting it control you is one of the keys to success in fitness. Ultra processed snacks are addictive. Some companies add these chemicals in them to keep you addicted. Yes, I've heard of Oreos doing that. I've heard of some other companies, hey, and it works because think about it, right? It's like fries are fries, right? But somehow, man, McDonald's fries just hitting. Nothing tastes like it. Oreos, nothing else tastes like it. Even makeshift brands do not taste like it. Cookies and cream brands don't taste like it. Why? The KFC chicken, the coleslaw, think about that. And you could do your own research on that, but believe me, once you go down that rabbit hole, it's a whole different world out there. Trust me. Yeah, sugar is in everything. It's in over 70% of packaged foods, and it might be more addictive than some drugs. There you go. Like I said, the system profits from keeping you hooked. If you eat, sorry, if you eat whatever that is convenient, you are playing their game and you're losing. If you eat, if you consume whatever is convenient, you're playing their game and you're losing. You're playing their game, they're winning, they're benefiting from your sickness later on. Meanwhile, you're losing because you're getting heavier, feeling worse. And then guess what? When you're sick, you have to go and pay out of your pocket to the hospital to get some sort of treatment. When you can avoid most of that by making smart decisions now. Okay? Low standards are normalized. Yep, you heard it. Society makes dad bod and soft the default. So the dad bod is a thing. Oh, girls like dad bods. It's okay to have a dad bod. And why is that called a dad bod? I mean, why? You know, dads should be strong and fit, in my opinion. So why is it called a dad bod? They're kind of normalizing it. You know? Yeah, man. That's not, I don't like that whatsoever. Honestly, when I see dads that, so being at a gym, right? When I see dads with their kids working out, it's one of the most, it's so awesome to look at because you don't see that everywhere. I mean, it might seem very common to go to the gym and see that now, but even then, since you're in that environment, yeah, it's common, but it's not as common as you think because most parents are not active with their kids at all. They can be. So seeing dads, doing pull-ups with their kids, it's a very nice thing to see. It gives you like hope, you know? And hey, to me, it's a very good thing. It's a healthy level of competition. It shows a great example. So to me, I am all for it. All for it. These trends get praised on social media, but in reality, they're not appealing. Dad bod, body positivity, all that stuff. It's like, no, there's nothing positive about it. Why are you encouraging this type of behavior? No, it's not good. It's not good for them, but they're profiting off of it because they're basically selling you a lie that, it's great, beautiful at every size. And it's like, yeah, they're gonna get sick. Why are you helping them promote that? Just to make some other money? It's not good. It's okay to have a dad bod. You look great the way you are. Even though you're healthy, you can walk up a flight of stairs, you can barely breathe right, but hey, it's okay, right? Also, being out of shape now is relatable because it is the majority. Yeah, because the majority of us are out of shape, so it's very relatable. So usually what happens when we find people that we relate to, create some sort of community and tribe, and it's like, oh, okay, it's not just me that's that way, so it's okay. When really, in this case, it's not okay because your health is at risk. So keep that in mind. So that being out of shape was something that people challenged back in the day. Now it's the norm. What do I mean they used to challenge? Like if you were heavy back then, you got you got punked. They made fun of you a lot. If you're too skinny back then, they made fun of you a lot, you know? Because it was like, it's like a primal thing, primal thing, survival of the fittest, things like that. But now you can only say but so much without people getting offended. So it used to be something people challenged. Now it's the norm and it's okay. But to me, it's not okay. So even if you're slightly fit these days, it makes you stand out. Now we might go on Instagram and see some of these super fit people, but they're not the norm. So even if you're in decent shape, it's like, whoa, what's this guy doing? So it's very easy to stand out. Next, why so many people are out of shape. Misleading fitness trends. I put this guy here with the 10 pack because that's insane. It may be Photoshop. Thanks to because like his abs were like going this way instead of straight down. But hey, that still looks crazy. Extra filters, extra lighting, things like that. She's okay from time to time to use, but now with social media, filters and angles over real progress. People prioritize those instead of real progress. Again, I'm not demonizing filters and angles. I think they are good, but sometimes they can misguide people because most of us are easily influenced. Yes, we are very influenced. easily influenced. So yeah, we're like, man, most people they see this, they're like, man, I don't look like that. So they give up automatically. And guess what? That benefits you in the hospital is the health industry that, profits off of us being unhealthy because another person gave up, that's another customer they can get. Whereas you take the time to learn, you get a coach, you usually learn about fitness and your overall body and how things are supposed to be. Once you have the knowledge and apply the knowledge, because you can know everything all you want, but if you don't apply it, it's not gonna, nothing's really gonna happen for you. Yeah. So it's very easy to get misguided, but it's the internet. So take that as you will. Gym selfies without effort behind them. Before some of these pics were earned, now a lot of them can be tweaked. Yeah, so before to get a six pack, there was no way around it. There was no AI, other things that could boost and enhance your appearance. You either had the packs or not. Motorola phones, Sony Ericsson phones, first iPhones, you either had it or you didn't, which is, that's the OG way. Now they can get tweaked. Also, people chasing attention and not health. So a lot of us go to do used to do crash diets and things like that just to get that attention instead of chasing long-term health, learning the right things to do and eating and drinking and all that stuff. Living a sustainable life. See? Because attention is the most valuable form of currency in society today, but really, health should be the most valuable. Because, yeah, we all want some attention, we want everyone to look at us and things like that, especially if we look good when we look good. So, health should be the most valuable form of currency because without health, you will not be here anymore. So, health should be the most valuable. Being all around healthy will catch everyone's attention online and in person. That's the thing. Yeah, so you being healthy will catch everyone's attention online and in person anyway, because you're not in the ordinary section. You stand out. So even if you want attention, get healthy, because that will give you the best bang for your buck. You'll feel good, you'll look good, and you'll be treated better than if you're not healthy, believe it or not. And we all do it subconsciously. Last but not least, lack of accountability. Beauty at every size, blah, 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 blah. There's no holding anybody accountable. So, people do whatever they want and complain later. People, yeah, they don't track their food because they have a bad connotation to tracking. They think it's crazy and obsessive. But again, if I track now the amount of food that I used to eat before, briefly, because I didn't know exactly, I would say, man, I was eating double, almost triple my calories daily. And that's scary to even think about. Once I started tracking my food, I got a six pack. I went from big boy to how I look now. So to me, I wholeheartedly believe in tracking because tracking really gets down into the details to get you over the hump. It's the one thing that 100% works. I mean, it's almost guaranteed. We all like guaranteed stuff, right? Now the thing, this one is hard. It's not easy. It's out of the norm. However, It's guaranteed to work. So why not do it? Guaranteed to work. You want to talk about the easy way out? Wow, that's an easy path. It's guaranteed to work. Okay, I'll do whatever it takes. Can't buy a nice body. Well, you can, but not a nice aesthetic, natural body. You cannot buy that. Yes. Also, they don't train consistently and they like discipline. Yes. They go a couple times a week, once a week, and they're like, oh, look, I hit the gym today. It's like, yeah, okay, bro, cool. Are you gonna hit it tomorrow? Are you gonna do it every time you're supposed to go? Are you gonna also track your food? Are you also gonna sleep very well and drink some water and things like that? Those are the questions we really need answers to. That's what separates the champs from the chumps. Last but not least, they do not ask for help, or they are too afraid to ask for help. It's okay, we're all hard-headed. We like to think that we could do things by ourselves, which is not true. Sometimes you need help. And me, when I need help, I'm not afraid to reach out because you could always learn something. You should always invest in yourself so you can learn something new every day. So, yeah, lack of accountability really messes people up as far as getting in shape. Because them having no plan equals no progress. And we all want to progress, right? So if you're tired of this lifestyle, this way of living, and you want to make a change, click the link, book a call with me. I'll get back to you. Because no plan equals no progress. So if you want no more excuses, no more guesswork, you want just the results, DM me the word metrics or visit my Google Docs, fill it out, and I'll get back to you. Peace.